college sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
Choosing to work with a contract partner is a huge decision, especially when considering the effect it has on your employees. You'll want to ensure that they are treated well and carefully guided through the transition. At National Management Resources, our priority is to maintain continuity, ensure a seamless transition, and most importantly, remove any stress for you and your staff.
I would say the greatest surprise I've had, which is a positive factor, is how smoothly the transition went, first of all, and then the ramping up and the maintaining of the service level that now we've become quite accustomed to. I can't imagine going back to the way it was prior, where we had quite a few people, I think, legitimately complaining about the campus services and being able to keep up with people's needs.
National manages the transition to ensure a seamless integration of staff. This eliminates potential obstacles and establishes a team that is primed for success.
We spend a lot of time with each other, we're close to each other, we interact a lot, and the staff that came on board, even the new ones, beyond the staff that National took from us, just melded in very quickly. I attribute that to the oversight of the company and their supervisors who deal with this on a daily basis.
A lot of employees are surprised at how satisfied they are and how much more productive they become under the National umbrella.
We get a lot done around here, and it's nice to be appreciated.
With all the things we accomplish here at National, it's easy for us to take pride in what we do.
We get great training and coaching to help us do our job and to be successful.
You know, one of the benefits that we recognized immediately, even considering going outsourced on this, was being relieved of the human resource function on the fairly good-sized group of staff. That was a tremendous relief to my chief financial officer. And my observation has been that National treats its employees very well, gives them a lot of opportunities to find their role in the organization, even advance in the organization, even get more compensation than what we were doing with them, and keeping them satisfied with their work, which results in better service to us.
Ensuring that employees are eligible for benefits like health insurance, a 401k plan, and paid time off can put your mind to rest.
It's wonderful to get health insurance for me and my family.
I can say honestly that the team is proactive, but that is largely driven by the supervisor.
As a manager, my main job is to help my employees be safe and successful. So I need to make sure that they have everything that they need.
I like that my manager takes time to get to know me personally. I feel he really cares about me.
And you get into a rhythm of a relationship there where that supervisor knows what has to be done. And then we at TU can sit back and just let it happen through his team.
Knowing my team, their families, and their personal stories make a huge difference in how we all get along. We're kind of like one big family.
But there's clearly a set of values that migrate down from the company itself. It's a cultural element that definitely permeates through the entire staff because they're very attentive when it comes to customer service. I see that everywhere. They're polite, they're energetic, they want to please.
I'm proud of the great job that we do fitting into the culture here.
Fitting into your unique culture is an important part of the National model. National recruits employees who adhere to the values and mission of your institution.
it is amazing how seamless the relationship is, and you would not know on any level at the surface that our physical plant staffing is an outsourced company, because they have integrated so well into our lives here on the campus.
You can be confident in the investment you have already made to build your staff. National isn't just an outsourcing vendor. We're your partner, working with you to design a blueprint for success.
Want to welcome you here to the ballpark at Jackson in Jackson, Tennessee. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner bringing you the action for this, the first game of 13 this week in the SSAC Baseball Championship. It's the Loyola Wolfpack, number 2 seed overall. They are the top seed in this Pool B, and they face the Mobile Rams. And right off the bat here, it's a 4-pitch strikeout for Prescott Marsh. We'll tell you about him in just a minute. He retired Peyton Bell, the center fielder. Let's go through this lineup real quick. That was number 1, the center fielder Peyton Bell for the Mobile Rams. Batting second here is the second baseman Cameron Brock. The 3-hole hitter is the right fielder Zion Taylor, the cleanup man, the shortstop Sam Bowman. Batting fifth, the left fielder Jason Harris. Batting sixth, the third baseman Bryce Eddington. Batting seventh, the DH Brayton Cornelius. Batting eighth, the first baseman Colton Wood. And batting ninth, the catcher Clint Smith. We'll tell you about the man on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. It is Prescott Marsh dealing here as there's a grounder third base side. Nice diving play, and then throws him out from his knee, and he beat it out down the line, and an infield hit there for Brock. Great hustle to negate what was potentially a fantastic defensive play.
A great defensive play, good snag off the third base side. And like you said, busting it out of the batter's box, getting down the line, beats it out, gets a man on base for the Rams.
Tell us about the defense around the horn for the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack defensively, we'll start with that third baseman who just made that play. That was Jackson Barat for the Wolfpack there. He is a sophomore at third base. Going up to first base, that's Brandon Mooney, number 24. At second base, we have number 1, or
let's flip that. Brandon Mooney is your second
baseman. Yeah. First base is number 9, Landon Manson. And then shortstop is number 4, Ben Harris. Your center fielder is number 7, Cole Romero. Your right fielder is number 33, Miles Liggins. And your left fielder is number 15, Garrett Felix.
In the box right now, it's Zion Taylor. Taylor hitting .407 on the year with 9 home runs and 57 RBIs. A clear threat at the plate. Taylor, a redshirt junior, transferred from Walters State Community College. Marsh, the lefty, gets the sign and delivers. Set center field. Coming on, and a nice sliding grab by the center fielder Romero. 35-14 on the season, 20-10 in the conference. The record for the Wolfpack, 27-22 for the Rams of Mobile, 14-16 overall, as Sam Bowman steps to the dish. Bowman, another one of the top hitters on this team, as you might imagine from being in the cleanup spot. A .362 batting average, 6 home runs, 43 RBIs. It's a 1-0 count here with 2 away in the inning and the runner on first base. And we need to talk a little bit about the format of this tournament, but with 2 away in the inning, we'll hold that discussion for the bottom half of the frame. Marsh picks behind him, and they'll throw down to second, and he got in there. And a great job.
That's just recognition by the base runner, noticing that nobody was near the bag, taking off and using the opportunity given to him.
Yeah, Cameron Brock hustles out an infield single and steals second. Now he's in scoring position if Sam Bowman can drop something in the outfield. with 2 away, you got to feel like Brock's going to score with that speed.
That was going to be Brock's 15th steal of the season on 17 attempts.
Big cut, can't get it for Sam Bowman. Ball and a strike. Bowman, a native of Daphne, Alabama. Been at Mobile his whole career. Fouls that one away. Ball and 2 strikes now on Sam Bowman. Marsh able to run that one in on his hands with some late break. Ballpark at Jackson here. Used to be the home of the AA West Tennessee Diamond Jacks, and then later on the Jackson Generals, both of the Southern League, now home to the Jackson Rockabillys of the Prospect League. That one misses. 2-2 the count now. Marsh clearly's got some giddy up on that fastball. Marsh, 49 strikeouts over 48 2/3 with a 294 batting average against and a 6.10 ERA, and that one popped straight up. Second baseman underneath it. He'll make the play, and the infield single amounts to nothing as we head to the bottom half of the first here at the ballpark at Jackson on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Welcome you back live to the ballpark at Jackson here. As Loyola to take its first turn at the plate. We'll get this lineup for you. Leading off, it's number 24, the second baseman, Brandon Mooney. Batting second, the left fielder, number 15, Garrett Felix. The three-hole hitter is the center fielder, number 7, Cole Romero. Your cleanup man is the first baseman, number 9, Landon Manson. The five-hole hitter is the DH, number 20, Marcus Steen. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 33, Miles Liggins. The catcher is batting seventh. That's number 34, Drew Lee. Batting eighth, number 4, the shortstop, Ben Harris. Batting ninth, number 10, the third baseman, Jackson Burat. The man on the mound for Mobile is number 13, Trey Watson. Watson enters this game with a 5.37 ERA. This is his 14th start. He's pitched 70 1/3 innings, 53 strikeouts, and a 277 batting average against. Again, the man to greet him is Brandon Mooney. Mooney, one of the better hitters in this league, a 392 batting average, 37 RBIs, and a threat to steal if he gets aboard with 20 stolen bases. That one misses away. David Turner, tell us about the defense around the horn for the Rams.
For the Rams, we'll start here in the infield. First base is number 28, Colton Wood. At second base, we have number 5, Cameron Brock. Shortstop, number 7, Sam Bowman. Third base, number 0, Bryce Eddington. In the outfield, at right field is number 3, Zion Taylor. In center field is number 33, Peyton Bell. Left fielder, number 20, Jaron Harris. And behind the plate doing the catching is number 14, Clint Smith, for the Rams here today.
2-2 count on Mooney, and he'll take away there. When you look at Watson's control over the course of the season, 26 walks over 70 and a third, so he's not prone to giving up very many of those. He has plunked 8 batters. Full count here. Payoff on the way. Mooney awaits. Laced right back to the center fielder, and it'll drift toward left center, and he'll squeeze it no problem. Bell puts it away, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Let's talk about this format as Felix steps to the dish. Felix, on the season, is the leading hitter for Loyola. A .406 batting average, 4 home runs and 37 RBIs. An unusual format for the conference tournament for the Southern States Athletic Conference, as the first 3 days are entirely pool play, and there is an adjustment to the format this year versus what you saw last year. There are 2 pools of 4 teams apiece. Pool A is William Carey, the 1 seed. Middle Georgia, the overall 4 seed. There's a grounder second base. Nice sliding stop there. And Brock showing out early on in the first inning as he makes that play. And that's going to bring Romero to the dish. Romero enters this game with a .352 batting average, 11 home runs, and 62 RBIs. So again, that Pool A is the overall number 1 seed William Carey, the 4 seed Middle Georgia, the 5 seed Blue Mountain, and the 8 seed UT Southern. Pool B, this one, is the overall 2 seed Loyola, the 3 seed Abraham Baldwin, the 6 seed Thomas, and the 7 seed Mobile. Today's matchups are the only predetermined matchups of the tournament, as Mobile will play Loyola in this one, and then the other pool game for this Pool B is ABAC and Thomas. They will play next. And tomorrow's matchups will be the team that wins today versus the team that loses today. So if Loyola were to win and ABAC were to lose, Loyola would play ABAC tomorrow. That's how that works. And the reason that happened is there's a base hit by Romero. The reason that happened is the pool play matchups last year were entirely predetermined, and once you got to the end of the first game of day 2, when the team that had won both of its games already was 2-0, you functionally had the pool locked up, and everything that happened thereafter was entirely useless. So you ended up with 2 meaningless games on a Friday. And so now they're switching that with some fluidity in that format. So those Friday games will mean more. There's something to play for on Friday, because here's the way this works. The 2 automatic bids to the national tournament from this conference are handed out in the championship game on Saturday. So, or by getting to the championship game. So each of the pool winners will get an automatic bid to the national tournament. So on Saturday, we know which 2 teams are going to the national tournament, and we're playing to crown a champion. So that's a look at your format here. The man at the plate is Landon Manson, and Manson will foul that one away. Manson, .366 hitter on the year, 6 home runs, 39 RBIs. Manson, a longtime member of this Loyola program, native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He awaits the 0-2. Runner goes. He'll slide in there safely. We got our second stolen base of the tournament.
And that's something Loyola does a lot. 168 steals on the season for the Wolfpack. Far and away the leader amongst the conference here. Mobile, for instance, 66 stolen bases coming into this one.
Ball and 2 strikes right now. That one delivered, grounded foul. Stepping back in is Manson. Runner in scoring position, 2 away in the inning, trying to get something in the first here. Grounder, left side. Third baseman can't handle it. Big turn, and he'll hold him there, and we'll see what the official score gives that one. Looked like a tough play, even if he fields it, but we'll see, and they do go hit.
I was going to say, that's a funky hop coming right back up at you for third base.
It is. Tough play there. So 2 hits in the frame, and somebody turned on the air conditioner, and that's my new best friend. Marcus Steen to the dish here for Loyola. Steen, 6-foot senior outfielder from Ladysmith, British Columbia. Steen, a .319 batting average on the season. He has driven in 36 runs, and he's got an RBI opportunity here with a runner on third and 2 away, and it's a 1-0 count on him. We'll see if Manson's moving at all at first. As you noted, this is a Loyola team that steals a lot. They'll throw over. They thought about it, too.
Leery of that, Manson, with the 23 steals here on the season.
Yeah, that is. You look down this roster, and
several guys with over 20 steals.
7 with at least a dozen. And then 2 others that have 8 or more. It's pretty remarkable.
And that puts a lot of pressure on a pitcher, having to worry about base runners that much. And you've seen it already, the throwback to first, and that's going to cause the pitcher to hurry his delivery, and it can cause other issues as well.
It's a 3-0 count now, as, again, Watson in a little bit of trouble here in the first inning, trying to get out of it. And when you're in a tournament like this, pitch count matters tremendously, especially for these day one starters, because they're often guys that if you make the championship game, you're going to try to bring that guy back, for an inning or so out of the pen, if possible. And so monitoring that pitch count's a big deal, and he walks Steen on 4 pitches, and you got him loaded now for Miles Liggins. Liggins, the 6-hole hitter in the lineup, from Laroville, Louisiana, transferred from St. John's River State College. And Liggins enters this ball game hitting, as I look for Miles' numbers. There we are. Hitting just 152 on the year. Only his 7th start of the season here. The 0-1 count. And he'll take that away 0-2.
It's a good pitch, catching that outside part of the plate.
Big opportunity for Liggins with the bases loaded and 2 away, and an 0-2 count he's got to protect. Watson delivers. Takes away, there does Liggins, 1-2. Digs back in now as he awaits for Watson to get the sign. Watson delivers. Takes low, 2-2 now. Watson delivers here. That one sent over the head of the second baseman of the right center field gap. Right fielder will cut it off. 2 runs will score. And what a job by Liggins to work out of an 0-2 hole to get a pitch he can handle and drive in 2 here in the first.
And he didn't try to do too much with the pitch either. He just took it where it was thrown, put it right over the infielder, dumped it right in there in front of that center field, right field gap, and drives home 2 runs for the Wolfpack.
That will bring number 34, Drew Lee, to the dish, the junior catcher out of Lafayette, Louisiana. or Lafayette, Louisiana. In Alabama, it's Lafayette. In Louisiana, it's Lafayette. Transferred from LSU, Eunice. He'll take in there. Liggins gets hung up. Now you got him hung up off third in the pickle. He'll try to stay in it. Liggins will go ahead and go to third, and they'll tag the runner out. Loyola tried the delayed double steal. Mobile ran the play to cut it off and was able to intercept that run from scoring. And we will revisit Mr. Lee to lead off the second, but Loyola gets 2 in the bottom of the first. They lead 2-0 as we head to the second on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Top of the second here. Leading off for Mobile is number 20, Jaron Harris. Harris Eddington Cornelius due up this inning, and he'll foul that one off. Harris on the year, a .330 batting average with a home run, 21 RBIs. Transfer from Mississippi College, NCAA Division II school in the Gulf States Athletic, or the Gulf States Conference, rather. No, Gulf. Let me get that right. Gulf South Conference. Yep. There's the word I'm looking for. Swung through that one and missed. Big cut, can't get it, and Marsh retires Harris quickly. Now Bryce Eddington up. Eddington, a product of Bishop State Community College down there near Mobile. He's hitting .306 on the year with 3 homers and 43 RBIs. So one of the things you'll notice is that one misses. This Mobile team, the vast majority of Mobile's team is from South Alabama, somewhere near Mobile or in Mobile. And they do venture out a little bit with Pinellas Park, Florida, and Lucedale, Mississippi. And you wouldn't necessarily call Beauregard South Alabama, but it's not far, as there's a grounder and an easy play for the first baseman, Manson. But Mobile very much staying within its area for most of the base of its team. And then you get one player from the Dominican Republic, one from Puerto Rico, but largely South Alabama heavy, and it's kind of similar for this Loyola team. Louisiana players up and down that roster.
Yep.
Man at the dish now, is number 23, Brayton Cornelius, the 6-foot junior from, you guessed it, Mobile, Baker High School. And he is hitting .299 coming into the day, 4 homers and 23 RBIs. Lifts that one straight up. Marsh underneath it. Works down the back of that mound, working backwards. That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Shortstop never, I guess, didn't have the bead on it, but Marsh said he got it, and he made the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning, but it's the kind of play as a coach you go, no, don't do that.
Exactly. But more importantly for him, for Marsh, is a good quick inning, get him out, keep his pitch count down. You talked about that earlier here in that second inning.
We head to the bottom of the second, a 2-0 lead for Loyola on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
2-0 lead for Loyola to start the bottom of the second. And leading it off is the catcher, Drew Lee. He was at the plate and saw just one pitch before the caught stealing ended the inning. Lee, Harris, Burat, 7-8-9 due up for Loyola here. And Watson, after a laborious first inning, back to work here in the second. 1-0 count. Lee takes there 1-1. Lee hitting .270 on the year. Gets a piece of that one, but 1-2. Lifts that one left field. Going to get over the head of left fielder and off the blue monster out there. Big turn headed to second. And a sliding double for Drew Lee.
It's a great quick throw back in from the left fielder, given the opportunity for the play at second, but throw just a little bit offline, and he slides in for a double.
And that's one thing you'll see in this ballpark that outfielders have very little time to adjust to. You're 320 down the right field line. I can't quite see the number. It's about 318, 317, something like that down the left field line. It's 392 to dead center. There are cavernous alleys, the way that this outfield wall is built. And then in left, you have the blue monster with that shorter porch. And so that ball plays really fast off of that blue monster. And outfielders have to adjust to that quickly. And a great job, as you noted there, by Jaron Harris playing that ball well, because if it bounces back past him, that's 3 or more.
Yeah, and that's a good job of pointing that out, because you have to get accustomed to playing the ball off the wall. It's going to go a certain way and all those kinds of things. You've got to be prepared for that as an outfielder, and he did a great job. Not as familiar with this park, obviously, so takes a good route to get to the ball and gets it in quickly.
Well, and that is one of the things that is unusual about this park is it is a high fence all the way around. Yeah. You will not see anyone robbing a home run today without having brought their superpowers. So it is a high fence, and outfielders are going to have to play that carom. We saw an inordinate amount of triples last year in this ballpark because of the alleys and the way that the fence plays. Ball and 2 strikes right now on Ben Harris. Harris, a 178 hitter, the shortstop. Only his 14th start of the season, and he strikes out here. That will bring up Jackson Burat. Jackson Burat from Prairieville, Louisiana. Hitting .284 on the year with a couple of home runs and 31 RBIs. Got a runner out at second. He shows bunt and can't get it down. The 0-1 now to Burat.
Tried that initially with Harris and couldn't get the bunt down either. Trying to get that runner over to third.
Burat awaits, takes it high. Ball and a strike. Top of the order looming here. You'd love to get Mooney to the dish with less than 2 out. That one lifted left center field. Harris drifting back, makes the catch. The runner will tag, and Lee will advance to third. So he didn't get the bunt down, but he did the job another way. Jackson Burat moves the runner to third, and now Mooney to the plate.
Two outs. We'll see how Mobile approaches this defensively.
Mooney stepping up. 0 for 1 in this one. Lifts it, left field, long run, third baseman drifting back, foul territory. He falls down. He's backing up there. You can't see that play. He's backing up. His feet slip as he goes from the grass to the track, and ball lands insultingly right on him. It's he had it played perfectly, and then his feet just left him.
That gravel, with those spikes, you get in that gravel, it gets slippery pretty quick, and if you're backpedaling like that, you don't know where you are, and great effort. You're right, he was right up under it and then just lost his footing. But another opportunity for Mooney at the dish.
0-1 count on Mooney. Runner at third, 2 away, 2-0 lead for the Wolfpack. That one misses, 1-1. Mooney awaits. Takes that one now over the outside part of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes on Brandon Mooney. He'll dig back in one more time. Takes inside, 2-2. Lee is the runner at third. He had a leadoff double. He advanced to third on a sacrifice, or not a sacrifice fly, but a fly ball to left. With an attempt at a sacrifice bunt prior to that. Mooney sends it center field, drifting back and underneath it, and squeezing it is the Mobile center fielder Bell. So the leadoff double amounts to nothing, and we stay at 2-0, headed to the third on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
Back here live at the ballpark at Jackson. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner. First of 13 games here over a 4-day span in the SSAC Baseball Championship. It's 2-0 Loyola. The top of the third. Prescott Marsh back to work on the mound, and the man greeting him sees just one pitch, pops it up. I didn't get to tell you his name.
It's Colton Wood.
That was Colton Wood. He was here for a good time, not for a long time. Colton Wood got the job. I like guys that attack the first pitch, especially on a 13-game week. So Colton Wood is retired, and now Clint Smith to the dish. Redshirt freshman out of Saraland. 9-hole hitter. He is the catcher. First time seeing him today. He enters hitting .321. It's an 0-2 count. Two good coaches here for these teams. Jeremy Kennedy, well known throughout the NAIA, and has got a great program here in Loyola. And then one of my personal favorites in Kyle Friday, the head coach for Mobile. Kyle, a product of Marengo Academy. In his high school days, I got to cover his high school career, so getting to see his professional career is pretty cool here. Got to call that a base hit.
Yeah.
Diving effort off the glove of the third baseman, and so Brett Fowler, the official statistician, agrees, and Clint Smith with a base hit.
It's just a tough luck play. You make the effort as a third baseman. It ticks off the end of your glove. Second baseman, or shortstop rather, doing the right thing, backing you up. Ball caroms the other way.
We have a courtesy runner at first, and I'm waiting to get the name, and that is number 4, Klein Smith, redshirt junior out of Saraland, courtesying for the catcher here. Grounded first base side. He will go to second for 1, and then there's no return throw for the double play as Bell too fast out of the box, but they do get the lead runner, and there's 2 away in the inning now. Yeah, you talk about that diving play for Burat, and he's had 2 of those incredible plays and has not come away with an out yet, so you know that's frustrating. Just great efforts.
It is.
Felix to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And that's a single through the left side, and that's going to put 2 on and 2 out here. Mobile trying to get back in it. Zion Taylor, a big bat. A man who certainly can help you get back in it. Marsh delivers. Misses low, 1-0. Again, Zion Taylor, big RBI guy. 57 of them, the leader for the Rams in that category. Fouls that one off. Native of Atlanta, Georgia. He awaits the 1-1. This is inside, 2-1. Runners will take modest leads at first and second. Taylor lifts it, center field. Should be an easy play. And it is, as Romero squeezes it, and Mobile strands 2. It remains 2-0 through 2.5, the SSAC Baseball Championship.
37 words that transformed higher education and college athletics.
No person in the United States shall,
on the basis of sex,
be excluded from participation in,
be denied the benefits of,
or be subjected to discrimination
under any education program or activity,
receiving federal financial assistance.
Garrett Felix leading off here, and he'll take the first one. Misses, ball and no strikes. Felix 0 for 1 in this one. Watson had after the leadoff double, had a much quieter second, but here's a leadoff hit in the third. So traffic aboard every inning so far against Watson, and that makes for some strenuous deliveries.
A great approach by Felix, just go right back up the middle where it came from.
Watson has thrown 43 pitches so far. Comparatively, Marsh has thrown 39 through 3. Just 2 complete innings so far for Watson. And here's Romero, who got him the first time with a base hit. That one misses inside, 1-1. That one fouled away. These teams played back March the 13th and 14th. Loyola won game 1 15-6. Mobile took game 2 10-2, and then Loyola won game 3 15-4. So 3 very high scoring games there. Loyola trying to keep the pressure on the day, up 2-0. That ball fouled off. Throw over. Number of honorees for both of these teams last night at the awards banquet. Cole Romero, the man at the dish, a first-team all-conference outfielder. Joining him on the first team from Loyola, second baseman Brandon Mooney. The Wolfpack also got Garrett Felix on the second team as an outfielder, and Landon Trusclair as the second team as a catcher on the second team all-conference. Drew Lee, the man who started behind the dish today, along with Landon Manson at first base, both Gold Glove award winners for Loyola, and then a number of guys on the Barnes & Noble academic team. I mean, you look down at nearly the entire roster, it feels like. So let's see, tell you exactly a number. looks like 26 guys on the all-academic team, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
And then, of course, the champion of character for Loyola, Landon Trosclair. And we'll talk about Mobile's honorees here in a second with a 2-2 count on Cole Romero. He'll throw over, and so he wants me to talk about Mobile's honorees. Zion Taylor, the Newcomer of the Year award. First team all-conference from the Rams is second baseman Cameron Brock, the outfielder Zion Taylor, both on that first team list. Here's the delivery. Romero fouls it back. Trey Watson, the man on the mound, an all-conference pitcher for Mobile. He is second team all-conference. Mobile did not land anyone on the Gold Glove team, but Clint Smith, the catcher, is on the all-freshman team. And the Rams, as we look down the list, as that ball gets away, is going to allow the runner to advance to second. Rams with, looks like 14 or 15 all-academic guys. So a lot of guys between these two rosters getting it done in the classroom. 3-2 count right now. Big cut, can't get it. Romero is retired, and that's a big out for Watson.
Yeah, it is. Really is. Labored through the first couple of innings here and then already started out with a runner on base. You finally get that first out here in the third. 52 pitches for Watson to this point.
Landon Manson to the dish here. He'll take away. 1-0 count. Manson with a base hit his first time. Came around to score on the Liggins base hit. Takes that one outside corner, strike one. Foul back. Ball in 2 strikes. Right field. Freezes and then drops. And squeezing it is Zion Taylor. Runner tags and advances to third. So Loyola with a run 90 feet away with 2 out in the inning. And Marcus Steen to the plate. Steen walked on 4 pitches his first time. Watson delivers. Steen, ground ball, shortstop. Sits down on it, makes the play. And the inning is over. So Watson able to work around the leadoff hit. It stays 2-0 through 3 in the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Enter Win1, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool. It's a game changer.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. Win1 brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, Win1 is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the Win1 depth chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with Win1. You were built for your athletes. Win1 was built for you.
First pitch, slow roller. Second baseman, bare hand play, and a great job by Brandon Mooney. Excellent play by Mooney there as Zion Taylor with the slow roller is retired. Or rather, Sam Bowman, correct myself there. This is Jaron Harris to the dish. That one misses away. If you're Marsh, we should always appreciate your defense's effort, but a one pitch at bat,
Yeah, that's
exactly what you're looking for in an environment like this. We all love strikeouts. They're fun. They're big numbers that people like to look at. But if you can pitch to contact early in this tournament, your defense can get you outs. That gets you off that mound and saves you for later in the week. That one fouled away. 2-2. Lifted, left field. Drifting back onto the track and catching it is Felix. 2 away in the inning now. That'll get Eddington to the dish. Eddington takes ball one. Fouls that one away. Ball and a strike. Grounded. Chopper. Shortstop. Made it look easy on what's not an easy play. And the defense shines for a very quick inning.
Good quick inning, and the defense, like you said, great job getting to work. Bare hand flip to first from the second baseman, and then a tough hop at short on that last play, getting the out, getting your pitcher out of an inning.
A 1-2-3 frame from Marsh. We head to the bottom half of the fourth, the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Miles Liggins leading off the inning. Bottom of the fourth for the Wolfpack. He'll take away there 1-0. Liggins is the difference maker of the day. He worked an 0-2 count into a pitch that he could handle and dropped a single for a pair of runs back in the first. And he turns on that one, sends it toward the monster, and it's going to drop just in front of the fence. And Miles Liggins, he might have entered the day only having started 6 games and hitting 152, but he's batting 1,000 today.
When it matters the most in this tournament. Great job shooting that one down the line. Standing at first, no outs, another scoring opportunity for the Wolfpack. Drew Lee up to bat now for the Wolfpack. Lee 1 for 1 as well.
Big cut, can't get that one. Drew Lee had a double his last time. He'll take there. Strike 2. Oh, 2 count here on Drew Lee with Liggins out at second. Big cut, can't get it, and Watson retires Lee.
Big strikeout for Marsh out on the mound. Doesn't allow the runner to advance.
That one misses away, 1-0. Lifted foul. Giving chase, but out of play. Ball and a strike. That one sent right side. Ranging over is Taylor. Long run, and it's foul, and not going to get anywhere close is Taylor, as that one was slicing away from him. Ball and 2 strikes on Ben Harris. He'll take there. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3 and a great pitch from Watson right there. So a chance to negate the leadoff double if he can get Burat here. He's had traffic every inning, but Watson has managed to work around it.
And I'm pretty sure I said Marsh earlier on the mound, but that is Watson.
Watson delivers, grounded, second baseman, fields it, and a nice pick at first to get out of it, and the leadoff double amounts to nothing. Watson works out of trouble It stays 2-0 through 4 on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be a part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Welcome back live ballpark at Jackson SSAC Baseball Championship. First pitch, strike one to Brayton Cornelius from Prescott Marsh. No balls and 2 strikes. Down on miss away, 1-2. Marshall miss away there, 2-2. That one misses. A rare 3-ball count for Prescott Marsh here. Top of the 5th, and he walked him.
It's the first walk here on the, we're still morning, so morning for Marsh.
Yeah, and he got ahead early in that one.
Ahead quickly, 0-2, and then tried to get a little too finesse and ends up walking the batter.
Colton Wood to the dish here. Wood popped up to second his first time on the only pitch he saw. That one taken, and after 5 straight balls, they're going to have a conversation with Marsh, make sure he's okay. So Wood will step back in ahead 1-0 here as a quick conversation with Marsh to try to get things squared away. That went over for a strike. Big cut, can't get it. So Marsh right back on the horse after the mound visit. And he hit him just like that. Are they calling him back? Yeah. Colton Wood was headed down to first, and the umpire, I guess, suggesting you didn't make enough of an effort to get out of the way of that one. Umpires will converge and converse.
Of course, we don't have any kind of angle to it, but from where we sit, it looked like if it got him, it just brushed his pants or something to that degree. It didn't obviously get him flush.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's the conversation more about did it hit him. And they will keep him in the batter's box with a 2-2 count on him. That one fouled away. That one sent through the right side, and a good piece of hitting by Colton Wood.
Good two-strike approach, hit behind the runner, get him up into scoring position. The ball gets through. Now you've got yourself a base knock.
So 2 on, nobody out. It's really the first time Marsh has had trouble today. He's cruised for the most part through the first 4. But you're getting into that, moving to that third time through the order coming up here. We'll see if Mobile's picking him up any better. Showing bunt, drops it down. A great bunt by Clint Smith. Going to move both runners, and the sacrifice does the job to get the tying runs into scoring position.
Beautiful bunt by Smith. Got it down that third baseline. Gave the no opportunity for anything other than him at first.
Now top of the order. Bell to the plate. That's what you want. 2 on, less than 2 out, and your best hitters coming to the dish. Bell swings and misses. So quickly ahead 0-2 here of Bell. Misses away, 1-2. Marsh gets the sign, kicks, and fires. Misses there, 2-2.
Ball gets by the catcher, and that's going to bring in a run.
So if you're Bell, you don't even have to do anything to get that first run in and move the trail runner up 90 feet. Now the tying run at third base with 1 out and a full count on Peyton Bell. And Prescott Marsh's first trouble of the day has got the Loyola bullpen up and working. Pair of arms working out there. Let's see. Number 29, Elvin Delic, is out there. I can't tell who's the other right-hander is. Appears to be number 23, Matthew Weil. Bell will step back in with a full count on him. And a walk. So Bell heads to first. Runners on the corners, one away here for Cameron Brock. They haven't gotten him out yet today. 2 for 2. Going to have a conversation with Marsh, probably about that very thing.
Going to have a pitching change for Marsh.
Yeah, Marsh was absolutely cruising through the first 4. He's at 68 pitches right now, but they're going to go ahead and lift him. And, again, this is that you might not do this in the regular season.
Yeah.
But you're going to do it because if he doesn't have the effectiveness right now, don't burn him for the rest of the week. There's a chance you can bring him back on Saturday if you make it to Saturday.
Yeah, and use him for, maybe even 2-3 innings at the most if he can get things and get those short innings. But I agree with you 100%. This is probably a situation of circumstance here for Loyola today.
So the new pitcher is going to be Elvin Delick. Delick, the 5'10" righty out of Elk Grove, California, transferred from Tennessee Tech. And Delick enters the ballgame in his 14th appearance, a 4.32 ERA, 16 2/3 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and a 233 batting average against. We pause for just a moment on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
It all began in 1937 on this very basketball court in Kansas City. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing.
2-1 ball game, runners on the corners. 1 out, and that is the situation that Elvin Delick inherits here. That one misses. Again, Marsh absolutely dominant through the first 4 innings. Unraveled for him here in the 5th. Line and second baseman Mooney makes the play and fires back behind him. What a play by Brandon Mooney. The sliding snag on the line drive, pops back up and throws behind the runner to get the double play. He absolutely stole 2 outs there.
He did. Delick walks off the mound like, yep, meant to do that one.
That's right. 2 pitches and Delick's out of it, and the Jeremy Kennedy pitching change could not look any better. It's a 2-1 lead for Loyola, headed to the bottom of the 5th on the SSAC Baseball Championship. So, after making the incredible play to end the top half of the inning, Brandon Mooney gets to lead off the bottom half of the inning. It's funny how the game works sometimes. Mooney 0 for 2. Takes there, 1-1. Talking about a guy here, you step up 0 for 2, and you've stranded a runner. You're the leadoff guy. You're certainly not happy with where you started this at bat, as he fouls that one away. But make no mistake about it, his fingerprints are all over this game with a couple of just fantastic defensive plays. Got 3 putouts and 2 assists already. Did he check? They say he did. Ball and 2 strikes here. Watson delivers. And a great piece of hitting there. A little inside-out work as he flares that ball over the shortstop. And Mooney with his first hit of the ball game. Felix to the plate. Shows bunt and gets it down, and that'll get Mooney to second on the sac bunt by Felix. Little small ball looking for some insurance here are the Wolfpack.
You always got to appreciate the station-to-station baseball and working behind the runners and doing the little things to get guys in scoring position for the middle of your lineup, which is what they've done here for Cole Romero.
He'll take away there, 1-0. Romero with a hit and a run scored. Back in the first. He'll take low there, 2-0. Watson kicks and fires. Lifted. First baseman says he's got it. And he does. 2 away in the inning as the pop-up is an unproductive out and a big one for Watson. Now Landon Manson singled and scored back in the first.
Manson 1 for 2.
That one misses high, 1-0.
Watson up to 77 pitches here in this one, 47 of those strikes.
Lifted, slicing, out of play. One count. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike right now. One slicing foul out of play again. So Manson with the 2-2 and a runner on second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth in a 2-1 ball game. Watson checks and delivers. That one sent center field. In an easy place, he adjusts to left center and squeezes it, and the inning is over. And a nice job working out of the jam again for Watson. We head to the 6-2-1 SSAC.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television. Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest. I'm doing it, Dad! Now that is something to remember.
Zion Taylor leading off the inning for Mobile. Taylor, Bowman, Harris, 3-4-5 due up for the Rams, down 2-1. And Delic with a nice breaking ball to start the inning. You look at this delivery from Delic.
That sidearm low delivery.
Got to be real hard to pick the ball up.
Ball changes position so many times before it even leaves the pitcher's hand.
You see him set here, and at what point are you supposed to pick that ball up? And if he cuts it back across the plate, you're in trouble. Right now, Taylor seeing everything away, and you're seeing Delic fall off toward the third base side. See what kind of adjustment he can make here. That one will miss away, 3-1. It's almost like Delic is falling off toward that third base side, and he's not able to finish that pitch back across his body. And he walks him. After getting the first one over, he walks him on 4 straight. It's just the 5th walk of the year for Delic. There is activity in the bullpen for Loyola. Bullpen's quiet for Mobile. It's Watson's game right now. Sam Bowman to the dish. Mooney is the guy who robbed him of the bare hand play his last time. No balls on a strike. There's Delic delivers. I believe that's still going to be Weil throwing in the bullpen. Breaking pitch inside corner, good. 0-2. That one will miss away. Now 2-2. Delic got ahead 0-2 and trying to rediscover the zone here. Foul back by Bowman. On to the grassy knoll area, the seating area there. The berm, I suppose. Bowman fouls that one away as well. Two balls, two strikes. That one fouled back. That one will miss low. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Lifted, left field. Is it going to get over the monster?
It does.
Yes, it is. Sam Bowman with a 2-run jack, and Mobile takes the lead 3-2. Nice at bat. He was behind 0-2. He waited Delic out. He fouled off a couple of pitches to stay in the at bat, and then he absolutely blasted that ball over the left field monster.
7th home run of the year for Bowman. And a big one at this point of the ball game.
And that's going to be it for Delic. I believe it's going to be Matthew Weil. We'll wait and see here. Second pitching change in as many innings for the Wolfpack. Waiting to officially see, it is number 23, Matthew Weil, the 5'11 senior from Harvey, Louisiana. Weil with a 3.72 ERA over 18 appearances, 38 2/3 innings of work, 43 strikeouts against just 6 walks.
That's a big number.
It is. 272 batting average against. Matthew Weil will warm up and take over this game. Now his team trailing 3-2. We pause. SSAC Baseball Championship. Matthew Weil to work here. Jaron Harris is the man that'll greet him. Harris 0 for 2. Fouls it back. As we noted, 43 strikeouts versus 6 walks. Control, not much of an issue for Weil. He's in the zone early and often usually. That one misses, 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Taylor will get a piece of that one to stay alive, or Harris, rather, will get a piece of that one to stay alive. Big breaking ball. Drops it right in the bucket and gets the first out of the inning. Now Eddington to the dish. Right. And he'll send it right back up the middle. Eddington aboard with one away now.
Good approach. If you've got a pitcher that you know this typically always around the plate, attack that first pitch when he might be trying to get ahead of you and just put it right back where it came from.
Cornelius at the dish. Yeah, guys like that, it's tough to take that first pitch and get behind in the count because now he can throw whatever he wants to throw. That one misses 1-0. Foul back. That one will miss. 2 balls and a strike. Nice pitch from Weil there to bring it even, 2-2. Cornelius will dig back in. Runner on first, one away in the inning. Throw over. Wild delivers. That one fouled back. Wild fires, misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming to Cornelius. Wild throws over. Back easily is Eddington. Wild delivers, fouled away again.
Good battle here for Cornelius. Against Wild, taking several pitches and just knocked him back and gets the walk out of it.
Yeah. So Loyola looking for answers on the mound right now as Weil has been rudely greeted with a base hit and a walk. And the approach at the plate for Mobile starting to pay off here in the 6th after they've taken the lead, and now an opportunity to try to add to it. Grinding out at bats here. Colton Wood.
It almost looks like, if to a degree, if that approach has been, if you get something early in the count, take it. But otherwise, like you said, just grind the at-bats out, make them throw extra pitches, and make these guys work.
No balls and a strike. Take inside 1-1. Big cut through that one. Ball and 2 strikes. Lifted right side, fouled out of play. One and two's your count. On the ground through the left side. They will hold the runners, and we will have them loaded here with 1 out in the 6th. The quest for answers continues. Prescott Marsh was absolutely cruising through 4 innings. He got in a little bit of a jam in the 4th. They went ahead and lifted him. Got the big pitch from Delick, the great play from Brandon Mooney, got out of it. But the 6th has been all Mobile. It's Clint Smith to the plate. Already 2 home in the inning, 3 aboard, and 1 out. That makes this the 7th hitter of the inning. And he'll take that one 1-1. Clint Smith had a sac bunt his last time. And loosening in the Loyola pen. That one over 1-2. It's the one element of this, and it's not an excuse because both teams have to do it. But that 10 a.m. start time, not something you're accustomed to. Ball and 2 strikes. Chopper, shortstop. Going to be tough to get to. They'll get 1, and they have to pick it at first to get him. But that will get the run home. Clint Smith picks up the RBI. 2 away in the frame now, but it's a 4-2 lead for Mobile.
Lucky to get that one at first. Like you said, tough pick for Manson. Off the throw, had to make it quick.
4-2 ball game. Fouled away. Your scoreboard lagging a little bit here. It is 4-2. Wild delivers. Sent left field. Caught. And the inning is over. But Mobile gets 3 runs home to take the lead. They're up 4-2 through 5.5 on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
It will be Marcus Steen leading off for the Wolfpack here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Steen 0 for 1 with a walk.
And he'll send the first pitch to center field, and it'll drop for a hit, and that's what Loyola needs. They gotta get back into it. You don't want Watson to settle in and get comfortable with the lead.
Now watching this Watson pitch count is going to be interesting. 83 pitches to this juncture of the contest for Watson, and Watson by far the innings eater for the Rams of Mobile. 70 1/3 innings coming into this one. Next closest to him is 43.
I think their intention is that this is his inning, unless he just cannot get out of it. But there is movement in the Mobile bullpen for the first time. And I said movement. I didn't say throwing.
Yes. Someone stood up.
Yeah, there's somebody walking around down there. He's ahead of Miles Liggins 0-2 rather. Miles Liggins had a double off of the Monster his last time, and he had a 2-run single back in the first, accounting for most of the offense today for Loyola. That one misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Watson from Beauregard, Alabama. If you're unfamiliar with the geography of Alabama, that is in extreme East Alabama. Remember the first time I saw the Beauregard High School baseball team, and they looked like they had all just gotten off the cattle ranch. Talking about...
It's because they probably did.
You're talking about country muscle. That was not weight room muscle. Full count right now. That one will miss, and he walks Liggins after getting ahead of him. This is what Loyola wanted. Now Mobile pitching coach J.C. Romero out to talk to Watson. If you think you recognize that name, you do. J.C. Romero, longtime big league reliever. Pitched with the Cardinals, Orioles, Rockies, Phillies, Red Sox, Angels, and most prominently with the Twins from 99 to 05. A guy who appeared in almost 700 big league games. So Lee to the dish. Lee's got a double in the ball game.
First pitch misses from Watson. And now we do have somebody up and throwing in the Mobile bullpen. Bunt gets down.
Lee with a pretty bunt. They're going to have to no play. Lee with a bunt single, and they're loaded with nobody out here in the 6th. So that activity in that bullpen's about to ramp up with some intensity. They've already used the mound visit in the inning, so they can't use it to stall. Watson is going to have to work his way through it until the reliever is ready. Garrett Beadle, the pinch hitter here. Beadle, senior from Zachary, Louisiana. Longtime member of this program. Beadle hitting .211 on the season, a couple of homers and 8 RBIs. He's behind 0-1. Hitting in place of Harris here. Fouls that one back. Presumably Harris will re-enter the game after the Beetle result, whatever that is.
And Trosclair has come on to be a pinch runner for Lee.
That one fouled back. So Landon Trosclair, the other catcher. No balls and 2 strikes, and Garrett Beadle looking for something he can handle, and he sends it right field, ranging over, and he'll make a great basket catch. The throw to the plate's cut off, no play. And Taylor is gesturing in the outfield. Why'd you cut it? I think I had him.
Yeah, I think he would have had a play for sure. It would have been close.
So Zion Taylor felt like he had a shot at it, and it was cut off by Wood. As is, the run scores. It's 4-3. There's 1 out in the inning, and runners still on first and second. And if you're Wood there, that's cut because you're trying to hold those other runners and keep your force play intact. It's Jackson Burat. He drops it down. Third baseman charges, throws it away, pulls him off the bag, and they're loaded again. Had to make a tough play there, and they're going to give it an error. I would revisit the look at that because he has to charge that ball and make a tough throw, and he pulls his first baseman off the bag there on the play. But they are loaded. And do they make the move here as they go back to the top of the order of Brandon Mooney? So Mobile grinds out at bats, gets 3 runs, takes the lead, goes up 4-2, and Loyola comes right back in the bottom half of the inning and has been nothing short of relentless. And that went over for a strike.
I believe that's number 22 for Mobile throwing in the bullpen, Caleb Lagerwell.
Big cut through that one for Mooney. He had to hit his last time. He's 1 for 3 today. Oh, 2 count. Chopper, shortstop, 6-4-3. And they say he pulled him off the bag again. Oh, no, that's going to allow the run to score and keep the inning going. And Wood throws home because they went to sleep on it, and Loyola steals another one. And the throw gets away. What a nutty sequence.
It was. First baseman went to go back and tag the runner just in case he went outside of or came inside of the line there. Then the runner took off from third.
Because you can't assume the turn on the double play. There's no error on that. And ultimately, you can't charge an error on him going to tag the runner. It looks like if you're scoring it, I think you have to score it 2 RBIs because there's no other way to do it because you can't charge him an error for going to sleep there, even though mentally it's an error. But Loyola gets 2 runs home.
Now Garrett Felix up to the plate.
It's a 5-4 ball game now.
Watson now looking, after that last pitch, looks a little bit agitated out on the mound as he snaps the ball right back into the glove.
1-0 count. Goes to 2-0. Chopper through the right side, and the inning continues, and another run rounds home and will score. Or rounds third, rather, and will score. Loyola pouring it on in the bottom of the sixth, and they've yet to come get Watson. I think they're going to come get him now. We'll tell you about the reliever. David Turner will.
We'll see who it is coming into the ball game for the Rams, yet to emerge from the pen. Makes his way onto the field. New pitcher for the Rams. Wasn't the initial one that I saw warming up. It is number 44 for the Rams. Adrian Roman, the 6'2 junior from Noonan, Georgia, makes his way into this ball game. Roman, a 6.82 ERA, 30 1/3 innings pitched, a 336 average against, 32 strikeouts, 18 walks as he makes his way into this one. And we'll step away here while he continues to warm up on the mound. This is the SSAC Baseball Championships.
So Adrian Roman ready to get to work here for Mobile. The starters are done. We're into the bullpen in the bottom of the sixth. You can't yet close the book on Watson as the runner at first belongs to him, but 102 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 10 hits, 2 walks. 6 runs so far and 3 earned. If this runner were to score, it would be unearned as the inning should be over. That one misses. Ball and no strikes. Fouled it away, 1-1.
Put the runner in motion on that. See if they could get the hit and run.
Ball and a strike here on Cole Romero. That one misses. 2-1 your count. Sent left field, gonna get down. So Loyola continuing the onslaught here in the sixth. Already 4 runs home. 2 more on the base paths. And now Lannon Manson to the dish. That one will miss away, 1-0. Chopper, third baseman. Fields, fires, inning over. But Loyola does the damage, scores 4, regains the lead. They're up 6-4 as we head to the 7th on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Taking over on the mound for the Wolfpack in the top of the 7th is number 22, Frank Fernandez. Fernandez, this will be his 14th appearance, a 2.63 ERA, 20 strikeouts on the season in 13 2/3 of an inning pitched. Up to the dish to lead off the inning is number 5, Cameron Brock for the Rams.
So Brock has been a tough customer today. He's 2 for 3, and he will get a slicing ball to the right fielder that is handled on the first pitch. 1 away in the inning now. That'll get us to Zion Taylor. 2-3-4 up this inning for the Rams. As Fernandez gets back to work here. As David Turner noted, a native of Miami, Florida. Fernandez, a 2.63 ERA with 20 strikeouts over 13 2/3, a big arm. He is facing a big bat here in Zion Taylor, the leading RBI man on this team. The 2-1 count to Taylor. Drops the breaking ball in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Zion Taylor. Misses there, full count. Grounder, right side, diving stop by Brandon Mooney. Continues to play Gold Glove defense at second base. Sam Bowman. 2-run homer over the Monster his last time, the only homer of the tournament so far. Big cut at that one, fouls it back. No balls and a strike. Misses there, 1-1. Lifted, center field. And a 1-2-3 inning for Fernandez and the Wolfpack. Stretch time at the ballpark at Jackson. We head to the bottom half of the 7th on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
(6-4) is your score. That one over for a strike. Adrian Roman back to work. Marcus Steen 1 and 2 at the plate, or rather 1-4-2 at the plate, and he's got a 1-2 count on him. Fouls it back. Roman awaits the 1-2 offering. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. On the ground, diving effort, and he can't get there, and a base hit through the right side. Two balls and 2 strikes was the count, and Steen found one he liked and laced it for a leadoff single. And once again, traffic aboard, the 12th hit of the day for Loyola. Showing bunt and dropping it down. Miles Liggins, and he legs it out, and he's got a 3-hit day. Six, 4. Two on. That bunt popped up. Third baseman handles it. Easy out on that one. Mooney frustrated with himself, or rather Drew Lee frustrated with himself. It was 34, not 24 at the plate. Now Ben Harris was lifted for the pinch hitter Beetle last time. It's a 1-0 count. Pops that one up. Now you're frustrated if you're Loyola because you got 2 on and nobody out and popped up back-to-back bunts. And now Jackson Burat to the dish. Chopper, second baseman, sits back on it, makes the play. And after Loyola gets 2 aboard and nobody out, Mobile able to get 3 quick outs to end the inning. We head to the 8th in a 6-4 game on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
"37 words that transformed higher education and college athletics. No person in the United States shall,
on the basis of sex,
be excluded from participation in,
be denied the benefits of,
or be subjected to discrimination
under any education program or activity,
receiving federal financial assistance."
Top of the 8th inning here at the ballpark at Jackson. 6-4 lead for the Wolfpack of Loyola. Most of the offense taking place in the 6th inning. It was a 3-run top of the 6th for Mobile, charged by a 2-run Sam Bowman homer that put Mobile ahead, and they extended that lead with another run to make it 4-2, and Loyola fired right back in the bottom of the 6th with 4 more runs to go up 6-4, and that's where we stand right now. As Jaron Harris leads off this inning. Harris takes that one away, the left fielder for Mobile. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Rams this inning, and it is the 2nd inning of work for number 22, Frank Fernandez. And Fernandez puts that one over. Ball and a strike here. Harris awaits. Fernandez fires. That one lifted center field. 1 gone in the inning. So Harris retired. Prescott Marsh started. He went 4 1/3. Gave up 1 unearned run. Was absolutely cruising through 4. Hit trouble for the first time in the 4th. They went ahead and lifted him at 70 pitches. You would assume that would preserve him potentially for Saturday if Loyola can get it to that point. Got a long way to go before that, though. They got to finish business here today, and they got to beat somebody tomorrow, which would be the loser if Loyola were to win this one. They would play the loser between ABAC and Thomas. That one misses. Ball and a strike. Bryce Eddington. Misses away 2-1. Eddington awaits. Popped up. Shortstop's got it. Falling down. But a nice play by Ben Harris. 2 gone in the inning. One more to try to complete a clean frame here. But they got to deal with Brayton Cornelius. Couple of walks for Cornelius today. He'll take inside 1-0. That one line right at the first baseman. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Fernandez. And Loyola back in cruise control right now, headed to the bottom of the 8th in the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Enter Win One, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool. It's a game changer.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. Win One brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, Win One is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the Win One depth chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with Win One. You were built for your athletes. Win One was built for you.
Brandon Mooney, the leadoff man for Loyola, leading off the bottom of the 8th. 6-4 lead for the Wolfpack here. Mooney turned in Gold Glove caliber defense all day long today. He's got a base hit in 4 trips to the plate. And he takes there. He's behind 0-1. That one over for a strike. Adrian Roman in his second full inning of work here has been effective. Misses there. So 1-2 count. That one fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. Mooney fighting off a couple of pitches here. Foul back again.
Mooney staying alive, making Roman work on this at bat.
Lifted left center field, long run off the wall, and Brandon Mooney with a double to lead off the 8th.
Ball just carried, didn't look like it was going to be that deep.
You can't see it on the camera, but the flag out in center field, a big American flag, blowing directly out and lifting upward. So while that ball was in the air, the flag was up and pulling away from the pole. You could see the way that ball was carrying. There's the flag. You can see it blowing straight out here, and that's what Mooney, that jet stream, as it were, that Mooney hit that ball into. And honestly, if that wall's not as tall as it is, that ball's out.
Hit the top of the wall.
Yeah, it was still climbing, and we talked about most other ballparks. You don't have a fence that high, so that's out in virtually any other situation. That one misses away. Excellent job by our production crew here, getting you the shot of the flag. See what we're talking about there. Appreciate these guys. They work real hard all week long with us. 13 ball games over 4 days. That went in for a strike, 1-1. Now, for those who are interested in such things as the schedule.
There is none.
Well, there is. But the only game to start on time was this one. They will do infield and outfield warm-up today only. So there's a 50-minute time in between games, meaning that the game that was scheduled to start at 1 is already delayed. It will start 50 minutes after the conclusion of this game, so we'll be off schedule for the duration of the day, but just be aware of that. 3 balls and a strike. Now, the remainder of the week, they're not scheduled to do infield and outfield, so the turn time will be much quicker. But as for David Turner and myself and our great production crew, we live at the ballpark at Jackson press box if you need us. That is where we will be for the foreseeable future. There's a walk issued to Garrett Felix here. So Romero to the dish. He's 2 for 4 with a run scored, and they're going to go to the bullpen. We'll see who emerges here. Can't yet see the number. He kind of Turk Wendells it over the foul line there. I don't know if you remember Turk Wendell.
I do.
I believe it was Turk Wendell that would always jump over the line, would never step on it. Superstitious. Or at least a little stitious.
Yes. Still no number yet.
No, from our angle, we can get you the numbers in the Loyola pin, but the Mobile pin, the way it's positioned, they never turn their back to us. So we got to find out who this is. There he is now, 23 it looks like on the mound, judging by our monitor. But that would be Brayton Cornelius, who is listed as the DH. So they're going to burn the DH here and put Brayton Cornelius in the on the mound. Yep. So they burn the DH. Brayton Cornelius goes to the mound. On the year, he's appeared in 19 games, all of them relief appearances, 23 strikeouts over 27 innings of work. 14 walks, a 288 batting average against and a 5.33 ERA. So Cornelius inherits a couple of runners on and nobody out in the 8th. Felix and the Loyola first base coach were running stride for stride, step for step with one another on their return to first base. They ran right across the camera shot, and it was left, right, left as they were jogging. So let's see if Cornelius can fare any better. Loyola with a 917 OPS in this ball game. 13 hits, 3 of them doubles. That went over for a strike. Big cut, can't get it. 0-2 now. Cole Romero, 2 for 4 with a run. Has stolen a base. Swings through that one, struck him out, and Cornelius offers peace, love, and soul to Romero, and we move on to the next hitter. Now Landon Manson. Misses away, 1-0. Flared left center field gap, trouble. Great job by the center fielder to cut it off and keep it from getting to 3. But it's a double that's going to score a run. Mooney crosses the plate, and it's 7-4.
Yeah, good job getting to that one, making at least a close play there at second. So Manson slides in head first. Marcus Steen now steps to the plate, 2 for 3 with a run here thus far.
That one fouled off. Steen digging back in. Misses high, 1-1. Misses high there, 2-1. Misses there, 3-1. Now puts that one over. Back in the count, full count now. The first 7 hitters in this Loyola lineup, each with a pair of hits. Now, Steen trying to become the first guy with 3 hits on the day. Flares it foul. Abraham Baldwin and Thomas will play next in the conclusion of day 1 of Pool B. Pool A action will be our second doubleheader of the day. Steen fouls that away. Steen awaits. Nubber, shortstop, looks the runner back, makes the play. So Sam Bowman with a good play there, fielding that ball off the back of the mound. 2 away in the inning now, still 2 in scoring position for Liggins. Liggins has driven in a couple runs. He's got a double. Over for a strike. Liggins awaits the 0-1. Misses away now, 1-1. We talked about it. Liggins had only started 6 games prior to today, but he's made the most of his opportunity today.
He really has. He's been good for the Wolfpack here.
Takes that one inside corner. 1-2. I don't know how you hit that pitch. It started out and then ran all the way in on him. Fouls that one back.
Right back up the middle.
That one fielded. No, Bowman can't get it. It's going to be a base hit that'll score 2.
Loyola now blowing this one open.
9-4 Wolfpack lead. Drew Lee.
Runner takes off, gets in easy and throws behind the runner, so he's going to easily advance to third.
So stolen base and a throwing error.
Going to be the 4th error on the Rams in this one.
Cornelius delivers. That one taken. 1-1 count. Chopper. Bowman sits back, makes the play, and the inning's over, but Loyola adds 3 more. They lead 9-4 headed to the 9th on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Back here live, 9th inning, ballpark at Jackson. (9-4) ball game. Mobile down to its last effort. Colton Wood leading it off. Wood and Smith, and then the top of the order, 8-9-1 here.
Wood 2 for 3 here.
Fouls that one back. Ball and 2 strikes and almost hit Wood. I don't know how it didn't. Wood awaits. Takes.
Got him.
Rung him up. So Wood is retired. And Fernandez is trying to work a 3-inning save. I think. Let me double check that. When did he enter? Wild did finish the 6th, did he not? And then Fernandez started the 7th. Yeah,
Yes.
so it would be a 3-inning save here.
Clint Smith takes that Fernandez offering back up the middle, and he's on first with the base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
So Mobile, got to keep the line moving. Peyton Bell's been quiet, 0 for 3 with a walk.
Klein Smith will be the courtesy runner, number 4.
Yep, Klein Smith running for Clint Smith.
It's not confusing at all.
One's 4, the other's 14. They're both from Saraland. What's to be confused? I don't understand the. Ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Bell. Misses away 2-1. Or now 2-2. Correction. Slicing left center field. Left fielder over to squeeze it, and he will. The defensive replacement out there, it's number 18, Jed Cambry, the left fielder. Sophomore from Denham Springs, Louisiana. One away from the end of this ball game. Again, Abraham Baldwin and Thomas will start 50 minutes after the conclusion of this ball being caught. First baseman squeezes it, and the game is over. A 9-4 victory for Loyola. They trailed briefly after the top of the 6th, but they hung 4 in the bottom of the inning and then 3 more in the 8th to put it away. They go on to win this thing 9-4. Official stats not posted yet, but I believe Matthew Weil is your winner, and Frank Fernandez will get the save. Fernandez, 3 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks, just 32 pitches over 3 innings for Fernandez. He did quite the job.
He did. Great work out of the pen for him, especially when Dellett came in, looked good for a time, but gave up the home run, and then he was able – him and the offense able to right the ship and get Loyola this win here in the first game of the baseball championships.
So Mobile will play the winner of Abraham Baldwin and Thomas tomorrow, and Loyola will play the loser of Abraham Baldwin and Thomas, those times yet to be announced. That Abraham Baldwin and Thomas game to start right about 1:30. Right about 1:30. For David Turner, I'm Jeremy Smith. This has been the SSAC Baseball Championship. See you in a little less than an hour from the ballpark at Jackson.